Did you ever make plans and then run into bad weather on the day of the event? What did you do? Did you cancel your plans or decided to do the best that you can? Or maybe you decided to take matters in your own hands and create a miracle. You know you can create miracles, right? I didn't believe it either until it happened. And if this is intriguing, stick around. Hi, my name is Rashid Huda, also known as Coach Happiness. I'm your friend, your guide, your mentor in your search for happiness. And this channel is your permission slip to be unapologetically you. About 15 years ago, a friend of mine and I took a trip to Sedona, Arizona. And I talked about that trip in another video, and I'll drop the link in the um, descriptions. On the way back from Sedona, we had planned to stop at Turner Falls, Oklahoma, because both of us had our own memories of the falls. And we just decided we'll go there and enjoy the natural beauty. Well, on the way back from Sedona, we made an overnight stop in Amarillo, Texas. When we left Amarillo, we were hoping that the weather would be different when they get to Turner Falls. But as we came into Oklahoma City and headed south toward Houston on I-35, where Turner Falls were located, the cloudy skies remained and didn't look like there was going to be any chance of having good weather when we got to Turner Falls. And as we headed south, I looked at my friend and I said, wouldn't it be nice if we got to the falls and the sun was shining? A few minutes later, I could see a sliver of blue showing up in the clouds. We were 60 miles from Turner Falls at that point, and by the time that we got to Turner Falls, there was a opening, a circular opening in the clouds, and the sun was shining. The lady at the entrance gate said, "It's amazing that sun showed up all of a sudden." And we said, "Yeah, it sure is." We spent a couple of hours at the falls, just taking in the natural beauty. It was too cold to dip into the pool created by the waterfalls, but it was a wonderful time out in the nature in sunshine, even though the weather was a little cooler than we would have hoped. After a couple of hours, we decided to head back to Houston. When we got up to the top of the falls, the clouds had already closed and the sun was gone. And we looked at each other and said, did we just perform a miracle? Have you ever had a situation that you can look back and say, that was a freaking miracle? If so, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Now, I'm no biblical scholar, but I read about a saying by Jesus where he says, even the least amongst you can do all that I have done, and greater, even greater things than that. We have the capability to perform miracles. We've just forgotten, and we don't believe that we can. Would you like to perform miracles? Look deep within yourself. You'll find the power and the willingness. As I always say, stay bold, stay weird, and stay blessed, my friend. And I'll see you in the next video.